Stand nice, stand tall. If you're wearing shoes, I encourage you to maybe slide those off so that you can actually really feel the ground beneath you. I'm just going to scoot my chair out to the side for a moment. And as you're standing here, do the little turn your heels out and bring your feet in and just notice how that feels and just like a little pigeon toe. Then do the opposite, turn your toes out away and maybe just feel how that is. And then try to find neutral so that your feet are parallel to one another. Like they're not going out in a different direction. And then relax your shoulders. But lift the crown of your head, so making the neck longer by not scrunching in, but like lifting it up. And then we're going to start by doing arm lifts. So just as you're inhaling here, your arms will lift. As you exhale, your arms will lower. So you take your time. I'll cue it a couple times, and then you can do it on your own. So you can bring your hands down to start. And then inhale, reach up. Go as high as you like. And just feel that nice good morning stretch through the sides of your body. And then exhale, soften the shoulders, go nice and slow, lowering it down. And we'll do a couple rounds of these. If this is extremely easy for you and you're like, oh, so easy, you can also do it as your arms go up, you can lift your heels. So that makes it a little more challenging, but it's there where you just come up to your tippy toes and lower down. So we'll spend about 31 seconds here, really just practicing getting nice and tall. Breathing in through your nose if possible. Exhaling, lowering the arms down. Keep breathing, keep moving. And all these can be done in a chair if you desire not to do it standing. Let's do 2 more. And then we're going to rest for just a moment here and just observe how your body handled that movement. Almost as if you're out having this out-of-body experiencing or witnessing how your body works. In the yamas and niyamas, we call this self-study, Ishva Pranadhana. So we're learning how our body works, how our breath works in conjunction with the movement. Good. Now let's step our feet a little bit wider than your hips. They don't have to be too wide, but just a little bit wider. So you have a bigger, wider stance for better balance here. And we're going to take our arms out to the side. So you don't have to be way up here, just kind of relaxed, arms down. And we're going to take a standing twist or seated twist. If you're seated, you can do the same thing in the chair. Take your right hand to your left shoulder and your left hand behind your back and turn to the left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, left hand to right shoulder, right hand behind you. Inhale, center. And now you've recognized our pattern. We're just twisting from side to side. The inhale is when your arms come out. The exhale is when you twist to the side. So again, you can move at your own pace, but try to remember that the exhale is when you turn. Inhales as you come in. And just play around with this movement. Don't force anything. And also, because on days like today where it is so gloomy and cold and icky, I think, maybe we think about warm thoughts, stuff that warms our heart today. Light within each of us. Good. Let's do 2 more on each side. When you're done, just lower your arms down. Check back in. We'll keep our feet apart because we're going to go into lateral stretches next. So we're trying to move the spine in all different directions. So I just like to start there. For your lateral stretch, we do bring the arms back out to the side. Left hand goes down, right arm goes up. This might be where you are. Maybe you can reach down and hold your hip, but you'll get a nice stretch on the side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, other direction, left arm goes up. And center. Take your time moving from side to side. And if you feel any like pain, like bone on bone, something that your body's going, hey, that don't feel good, please back off, don't do it. You should never feel any sharp shooting pain from any of the postures. Yoga is something to help reduce suffering, not cause it. So be mindful, don't check out. Notice what you're doing as you're doing it. And each time you go to one side, you can feel like, am I getting just a little bit more? Excellent. Boy, the sides are tight today. And we'll do one more to each side. And then come to center and softly lower your arms down. Step your feet back together and come back into just a neutral stance. Check back in. Breathe. Good. Now this is where you might want your chair. I'm going to turn mine to the side. So you can use the backrest of the chair or the seat of the chair, depending on how far you want to fold. I'm going to show you with the seat of the chair, but again, you can use the back side. So we'll just step the right foot towards the chair. Left foot's going to stay back. We're going into one-legged fold, but first we're going to bend into the knee. So you'll take your hands down, bend your knee, reach up. So here's the back bend, the back arch. Exhale, hands come down to the seat of the chair or the back of the chair. And you'll feel a little stretch in your back. As you come up, you'll bend the right knee. Look forward, bring your arms up with your head. Exhale, lower your hands down by your side. Try it again, and then I'll show you in a chair. Inhale, bend the knees, reach up, arch back. Exhale, straighten the knee, bring your hands down. Option to tuck your chin towards your chest. Bend the knee, inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower your arms. Keep going if you're standing. If you're in the chair, it's going to look very similar. So your left foot will be right foot will be forward, left foot will be back, and you'll inhale the arms up, do the back bend, and then exhale, hands will come down toward the floor. And then you'll inhale. So literally you can do this standing or seated, but you take the variations. We'll try to remember how many poses, how many times you did it on one side, and do about the same number on the other side. So the left and the right side stay in balance. And if you think about it, if you have an injury on one side, you may want to baby it a little more and not do it as much. Good job. Let's finish out one more here, one more complete round. And that coming back up is very hard when you're trying to catch your balance, so go slow. Step your feet back together, check back in. Notice how much weight you had to put in your back leg. Even though, we're folding forward, that back leg really anchors you down so you can get the balance. All right, switch feet. Left foot will be forward this time, right foot will be back. The left knee will bend forward as the arms come up. So start with feeling like your foundation of your feet is anchored in the right spot. And then we'll inhale, bring the arms up in the knee. Exhale, lower the arms, lower the head. Bring the hands down. Then your left knee, bring your arms up. Exhale, straighten your knee, lower your arms by your side. Inhale, bend the knee, arch back. Exhale, breathe it all out. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, straighten the knee, lower the arms. Keep going, do a couple more on your own. Find your pace. These are really fun, aren't they? Trying to come up without spilling over and falling out. Then let's do one more round together. Lower the arms. Step back, both feet. Take just a second to observe. And now we're going to go into both legs together, coming into a forward fold. So again, same thing in a chair. You're seated, your feet would be here, and you would just go up and then come down. Since some of us are standing today, we're going to do the same thing, but our hands are going to touch the back of the chair, the seat of the chair. So make sure you're at least distance to hit it. All right, so here we go. Relax. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, softly bend both knees as you come down. And then we're going to stay here for a stay. You're going to lift up, stick your head out of the hole. Feel this little arch in your back. Exhale, round. Bend the knees a little bit more. And then bring the arms up, straighten the knees as you rise. Exhale, lower the hands down by your side. So that's our little half lift. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the chair. Bend the knees, lean forward, lift up, half lift. Pick your tailbone up. Tuck your chin in, arch your back up. Bend the knees, reach up. Exhale, lower the arms by your side. Again, inhale, extension. Exhale to fold, soft knees. Inhale, lift up halfway, stick your head up. Exhale, tuck your chin in, round your back, bend your knees, reach your arms up alongside your head. Exhale, lower. Do 3 more on your own, taking your time. And if you've had enough already, you can stop. Try that Ujjayi breathing, just in and out of your nose. You might hear your breath, and that's okay. One more here. Nice and gentle, lower your arms. And just again, observe, check back in. Now we're going to try a tree pose, another standing pose. Again, you can't do this in the chair. So what we're going to do is you can do it the original tree pose, but if you like to try it this way, you're just going to take it so that your shin kind of anchors onto the edge of the chair. So this does take a little bit. Okay, where should my outside foot be? Toes pointing to 12 o'clock. And then you can put your shin on the seat of the chair, the edge of the chair. And again, check out your body parts, hips. Try to have both hips in line, shoulders in line as best you can. And then we can do things with the arms. So this takes a little bit of the wobble out of it, but you're still getting that work in the standing leg, but we don't have to worry about like wobbling as much. So see if you can bring your hands to prayer. And then open your arms back out. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good. Lower your hands, release your leg, and just notice how much work that standing foot was doing. It really does work even when we're using support from the chair. You still get a lot of benefits from it. So I'm just scooting the chair to the other side so we can do the inside foot again. We'll start in balance and then turn so that your shin is going to touch the side of the chair. And even if you're down here, that's okay. So hopefully with your shin on the chair, you can find a little bit more rotation of the hip so the knee can go to the side. And then we can, again, use our arms because we've got a little bit better balance here with the support of the chair. So we'll inhale, open the arms out. Exhale, bring the hands back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Take your time. When you're done, you turn your foot back to the ground, shake out your opposite leg, and notice how that felt. Now that we've done some external rotation, step your feet wide apart, a little bit wider than they were before for our lateral stuff, so we can get a little bit more distance here. And then turn your right toes towards the right side of your room. And we'll take our arms out. As we do that, bend into your right knee so we have a warrior 2 stance. Exhale, lower the arms, straighten the knee. Inhale, bend. Exhale, lower. If you're finding this hurts your knees, be mindful, don't go so far. You probably want to stop about where the knee comes over your ankle. Keep going. Two more. Last one. Good. Turn your right toes towards the front. Turn your left toes to the left. Start with our arms relaxed. Inhale, bend into your left knee. Exhale, straighten the knee, lower the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Slow, controlled movements. If you're in your chair, you can still do that warrior 2 stance and bring the arms out and down. 2 more. Turn your left toes in. And we're going to hold onto the hips and just do a hip circle. And it can be any version of it like you like. You can lean forward, you can get the shoulders rolling in. If stepping that wide is too hard, scoot your feet in. If this makes you dizzy, don't do it. You always want to find those little nooks and crannies of the stiffness, but we don't want to injure ourselves at the same time. So be mindful as you move. And then we'll come back to center, so slow it down. Release the hands from the hips. Step your feet together. Couple breaths, just observing. Now we're going to go into a couple squats. So if you want to turn your chair to the back so you can hold on to the backrest, we'll turn to the side so you can see me. But that's basically so we can have something to hold on to. We're going to bend the knees and go down. So step your feet at least hip distance apart, maybe a little wider if you have any tension in your low back. Hold on to the backrest of the chair. Bring your gaze forward. Take a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, come into a little squat. Inhale, straighten the knees. Again, if it hurts, your knees are hurting, skip this one. Inhale here. Exhale to squat. Inhale, straighten the knees. Exhale, squat. We'll do like 3 more. Go slow. Last one. Excellent. When you're done, find your seat. Now I'm warm. That worked. So once you get in your seat, do a little wiggle so you feel your sit bones like moving the flesh away. So you feel the bony part of your seat. And close your eyes. We're ready to take a little pranayama break. So we're going to focus on breathing. And I'm going to count out our breaths, and you're just going to try to get to where you can go to today. So just breathe naturally for a couple breaths here, just to relax. And remember that your diaphragm is also a muscle. It sits like an umbrella underneath your lungs. And when it moves, it actually massages your internal organs. It also reminds your nervous system that you are not in fight or flight. So if you feel like you are straining to hold your breath to get there, then just immediately go back to normal breathing. All right, when you're ready, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more round. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, now just breathe normal. And again, you may not have got to 8, or it may have been easy for you. But really, we're exercising that diaphragm muscles, trying to bring it up slowly and then exhaling it all the way out completely. And that's something that little exercise you can practice on your own. And, you know, since we lived through COVID, everybody knows like your lungs, like we really need to take good care of them. So if you do get some sort of, infection of the lungs or, chronic coughs or stuff like that, your body can react to it well. So just a little practice. All right, let's step your right foot out to the right side and your left foot out to the left side, coming into our goddess kind of squat here. And we're externally rotating the feet out. And then we're going to bring the arms out to the side with bent elbows. So this is the goddess squat. So we'll inhale, reach up, and then make a fist and pull down like you're doing a pull-up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, pull it down. Keep your chin neutral. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your hands to your lap and lean forward. Now we're going to drop the right shoulder forward and the left shoulder is going to go back. You can turn your head so you look over the left shoulder. Inhale, come look center, and then switch. So dip your left shoulder forward. And then center, dip your right shoulder forward. So just kind of move and breathe. One shoulder comes forward, one shoulder goes back. Don't worry if yours doesn't look like mine. It's like just exploring, trying to understand how our container works. Body is our container for our thoughts and our emotions and our soul. It does not define us. When you've had enough, just come back to center. Bring your knees together and lean back. And then bring your shoulders back over your hips and straighten out your legs. So I'm going to suggest you hold on to your quads or your knees, whichever is accessible. Exhale, lower the legs. Inhale, straighten the legs up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Point your toes up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do about 3 more on your own, or if you're complete and you're like, I'm tired, just rest for a second. Such small movements, boy, do they ignite those muscles, fire them up. When you're done, feet back to the earth, close your eyes, and breathe. Open your eyes if they're closed. Bring your feet back out into that Y stance. Switching. We're going to do our windmills from side to side with our lateral stretch. So we'll start with the right arm coming up. And then you know where we're going. We're just going to windmill. You can go slower or faster. Get your nice side stretches. If you were seated on the ground and not in a chair, you would go much slower. But these can be done wide-legged, seated on the floor. The hardest part is to go slow. I'm so used to wanting to go fast. To slow down, to get the maximum amount of the stretch in the muscles. All right, let's do one more to each side. Lower the arms, Slide your feet in and then see if you can lift them up behind like frog pose. So my calf muscles are kind of touching the chair of the leg. If you can't do this, don't worry about it. You can also try to take your soles of your feet. I'm just lifting my feet back. This would be like frog pose. Feel it here in the quads. Good. When you're done, you don't have to stay there long. Bring your feet back nice and wide. We're going to take your left hand on top of your right and lean towards your right side. So taking a nice big stretch here. If you would like, you can slide your hands down your calf. Maybe even give your calf a little massage since you're already down there. And then slowly take your hands up your leg. Sit tall. Before we move to the next side, lift both legs, stretch them out. Bend the knees, lower them back down. Now turn so that your right shoulder comes forward, right hand goes on your left leg. And again, just take your time, go slow. You might be here or you might want to go lower. I notice in my body that I can't go as low on this side. Like this side is really tight when I go down into it. The other one, no problem. So we're all, figuring out how things work. Good. When you're ready to come up, go slow. And again, bring your shoulders over your hips, kick your legs out, and then make some circles with your ankles. Maybe you can circle it out. And then lower your feet back down, bring your knees together. We're going to go next into Navasana, boat pose. And turn to the side. So you want to have some space between the back of the chair. And you want to find your sit bones again where they're at. Try to keep your back straight. Knees come together, and then you're just going to lean back and hold and hover. And then touch back down. You can also take your arms out. So this is working on core strength. You can practice bringing your knees up higher. You can play around with straightening your legs, which is a little bit more challenging. But take just a few, play, explore. Ooh, this will warm you up too. See if you can stay up longer, balancing longer. Ooh. One more here. Lower your hands, lower your feet. Sit back tall. We're going to rest. Just breathe. Straighten out both legs in front of you. Feet, soles of your feet on the ground. Doing our downward facing dog in the chair. So make sure you're not going to slide out. And then you're going to reach forward as if you're flying and reach out, making your body in a V-like shape. So you feel the stretch in your legs. And then inhale, straighten your back, reach back up. We'll do this again. Exhale, leaning forward, holding halfway. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale. Inhale. This one, we're going to go all the way down. So come forward. On your exhale, bring your hands to your legs. Option to tuck your chin in towards your chest. And then slide your hands to your knees and look up. And then exhale, slide your hands down, further down your legs and look down. Do that again. Inhale, slide the hands up, look up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, slide the hands all the way up. Lean back. So now we're in an incline. And rest here for just a second. Okay, so we're going to practice opposites. Lift your right leg up, lift your left arm up. Lower. Ooh. When you're in the incline, you feel it in your abdomen a lot. All right, right arm, left leg, opposites. Slow. Right leg, left arm. Low. Right arm, left leg. Do 2 more. Taking your time. Concentrate. Woo. When you're done, bend your knees, lean forward, and then scoot yourself to the back of the chair and rub your back. Hopefully it's not too bumpy back there. And just see if you can give your spine a little massage at the back of the chair. If you don't have a back of your chair, just kind of rock a little side to side too. Pigeon. Finish with a pigeon pose for the hips. So your option is to cross at the ankles down here, or if it's comfortable enough, you can place your right ankle just above your left knee. And if your knee is way up high, that's okay. You don't have, everybody's hip sockets are different shaped. You do you. If your foot is on top of your left leg, I invite you to flex it. That'll protect the knee joint. And then start with a straight spine so that your shoulders are over your hips. And then when you're ready, you just come forward, not rounding, but lifting and leaning. The moment you start to feel a little resistance in your hips, that's where you want to kind of hang tight. We don't want to force anything in this pose because those muscles are super tight because they're protecting your hips, your pelvis. So take a couple deep breaths here and lean into it. And then slowly return your shoulders back over your hips. Take your left hand to your right knee, right hand to the back of the chair, and just gently encourage yourself to turn. Don't turn too far, especially if you have osteoporosis. We don't want to twist bone on bone, so be careful. Notice how it feels to breathe in a twist. Good. When you're done, return yourself back to center. Release the right leg, maybe make it move a couple forward and back. And then bring your right foot back to the ground. Come away from the back of the chair if you were leaning back for that. And then left ankle crossing over right or ankle on top of right knee. Again, if your foot is on your knee, flex it so foot is active. Sit tall. Take a deep breath. And then lean into it. And we'll stay here for just a couple breaths. Don't hold your breath here, just breathe normal. And then when you're ready to come out of it, you'll move slowly, lifting your head and shoulders back up. Keep your knee where it is. Right hand goes to the left knee. Left hand goes behind you to turn. And when you're done there, turn back to center. Lean back. Move your left knee a couple times. Straighten it out. Lower both feet to the ground. And we're just going to go into a gentle forward fold. Inhale the arms up. And then exhale, hands come down to the shins, the ankles, or the floor, tops of the feet, anything that you can reach here. And we'll stay here for about 3 breaths. So breathe in and out 3 times. And then when you're ready, you'll lift your head up and slide your hands gently up your legs. Walk your feet forward and come into an incline again. You may need to bend your knees to stay stable and get comfortable for Shavasana, for your meditation. This is the part of the practice where you can allow your muscles to soften and to acknowledge your experience you had with your body. So continue to relax. And just be here, maybe listening for the sound of rain or other sounds around you. And get really still and quiet in your body.
waves. When tough times comes your way, you have two options. You can either fight the wave or you can ride them. You can spend all your time and energy wishing things were different, wishing the situation and people would change. You can spend your precious time fighting against reality and all that is. Or you can let go and ride the wave. You can soften, you can accept that life brings waves. And some waves will undoubtedly be wonderful, but others will be incredibly tough. So, my friends, I hope you learn to ride your wave. Take 3 deep breaths. And then start to make movement, rocking your head. And stretching out your arms. And open your eyes, bring your hands to prayer. Thank you so much for practicing with us this morning. I hope you are happy and healthy and you ride your wave of life. Thank you.